Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another session of marketing strategy. Today we'll be going to have an interesting case on Zudio. We had a small discussion on Zudio prior to the case. We have built up this case. Zudio, as all of you know, it is one of the vision of Sri Ratan Tata ji. We always worship this gentleman when you talk about business in India in particular and world in general. Ratan ji has taught us, how a small company can grab a big company like Tata Chorus, Jaguar Land Rover. So we are really indebted to Sri Ratan Tata sir for giving this idea to all Indians that we can operate at a global level at a bigger scale. So thanks to him. So with this thanks, we'll go to his brand, Zudio. It's a very interesting model. Zudio belongs to the retail unit of Tata Group, Tata Trend. And if you look at Tata Trend, they have got brands like Zudio. Zudio is a mass market brand. It's a popular fashion brand, fast fashion brand. Then if you look at the premium side of their offering, West Side belongs to that category. Then they have those, they have got Samo and they have got ETSA for ladies lifestyle brand which is sold in Tata Trade, West Side. If you look at the revenue of the company, they are standing at $1 billion US, which is 8,600 crore. 8,600 crore, looking at 86 as the dollar value. 50% of their sales comes from Zudio. That's very interesting. Popular fashion brand, mass brand is giving 50% of the sale of Tata Trend. If you look at the model of Zudio in nutshell, before we go into the detailed discussion, it is high volume game because it's a mass market brand. It is a low price brand. So it is accessible to everybody because their target audience is Gen Z. And what they think about Gen Z, basically there are two kinds of Gen Z. One Gen Z basically looks at high price premium products designed by premium designers. But the maximum 80% of Gen Z who lives in tier 2, tier 3 and tier 4 cities in the country, which is the maximum chunk of the pyramid, they always depend on low price because either they are in college or they are they started their job. And they will not mind to get a very good product at a lower price. So that is low price. And the model is fast fashion brand, obviously and they sell in tier 2, tier 3 and tier 4 cities of the country. What is their motto? Their motto is to make quality products available to every Gen Z in the country with a very, very affordable price. What I like about their brand is, though the price is very less, as you know, they start from 99 rupees and goes up to 1000 rupees, 999. But their apparel quality is very good. And I had some experience with Tata Zudio also. I feel very happy with the quality and price. If you look at the store, they have got 765 stores across the country in 235 cities, quite a network. And I feel very happy that they are targeting at tier 2, tier 3 and tier 4 cities of the country. So at least the customers, the aspirational customers who are there will get an opportunity of a world-class product at a very, very, very affordable price. I'll not say low price, I'll say affordable price. Now let us divide this case discussion into three parts. We will go to the fourth part, which is the SWOT analysis. The first part belongs to business strategy. What kind of marketing strategy or business strategy they have, Zudio? How come they do such a prominent brand without going into online platform, only in offline brick mortar system? Then we will go to the second part, which is operational and supply chain efficiency, because you cannot operate at that scale when you are having $1 billion US sale if your supply chain efficiency is not there. Then we will go to the marketing and customer acquisition model of Zudio, and then we will go to the SWOT analysis in the final part. And then finally we will discuss what are the takeaways for all of us as MBA students and entrepreneurs from this particular case. Okay. So if you look at the business strategy, what is the strategy? They are having a simple formula, AAA formula. What is AAA formula? Accessibility, affordability and attractive. What is accessibility? That is convenient store locations. They don't go into the posh areas to open their stores. So if you go to South Delhi or South Mumbai, you will not get a Zudio store because they know their competition is very high and basically customers there will go for very high street fashion products. So they don't go there and compete with them. Rather they go to, so they follow a blue ocean strategy. They go to unattended markets, tier 2, tier 3 cities, and they become leader there. rather than going to a attended market which is very crowded and competitive and losing credibility there because their pricing is very low, affordable pricing. Affordability, absolute great pricing. As all of you know, you are all customers of Zudio, including me. They start from 99 and goes up to 999. So very, very affordable price and quality is fantastic, as you know. And if you look at attractive, they always follow latest fashion trends. They have tremendous R&D unit, research and development unit, because they don't follow any top class fashion designers, designs. Because if you follow top fashion designer models, then what will happen? You have to incur high cost because you have to pay them at a higher price. So what they do, they see other brands, they see the latest fashion, and they come to their R&D lab and build their own products. If you look at the second strategy of Zudio, they go for radical pricing strategy, which we have already discussed. So much low price. It's really affordable for every Indian. Thanks to Ratanji for his vision. If you look at the third strategy of this particular brand, they operate only offline format. Now you must be thinking, when you are approaching Gen Z, those who have started their life journey through internet, how come a company will focus, target audience is Gen Z and they are not present in the online platforms? That is the interesting model, because if you look at their target cities, the segmentation, they basically go into semi-urban and rural areas. So there still internet penetration is not there, and if at all it is there, then smartphone availability penetration is not that great. So combine all these factors, so they feel that they should give experience to the aspirational class of Tier 2, Tier 3 and Tier 4 cities. So that is the reason why they have operated through this. Obviously they know, because people will be going to promote them in Instagram and other places, so because they go for word of mouth marketing. The next interesting strategy they follow is the FOCO. What is FOCO? Franchisee owned, the company operated model. So here what happens, all the capital expenditure is borne by the franchisee. So company doesn't have any risk. Company standardizes in employees, in customer satisfaction and product delivery. So basically it requires the involvement of 1.5 to 4 crores, but in smaller cities even lesser. So this is the marketing strategy through which they become one of the prominent brands in very quick time, isn't it? If you look at the operational and supply chain efficiency, what they do, they follow a fast fashion agility. What does it mean? Within 2 to 3 weeks, their stocks are always changing, refreshed. So what happens? The rotation is very fast. When the rotation is very fast, you are up to date, and J&J likes that approach. If you look at their style of doing marketing, they normally go for their own private label brands. They don't sell other private labels. So through this, what happens? They are focused on their own brand. So they build a very, very interesting design catalog. Simultaneously, they win the trust of customers, because they are always focused on their brand. So they eat, drink, and sleep with their own brand. If you go for multi-brand private label strategy, then what will happen? Your attention will be diverted, and then you might lose focus and that consumer connect. They have a high store productivity. If you look at their productivity, it is 16,000 to 18,000. As per the literature available, per square feet, which is 2 times the industry standard. When other competitors are having half of this 8,000 per square feet, the store revenue, but they are having 2 times. So this is one of their strengths. Look at the cost minimization. They have got non-prime high footfall area operations. They go to Tier 2, Tier 3, Tier 4 cities, and they don't go for what? They go for high footfall area. Footfall is very high. They don't start with a bigger operation. They start with a small store, but their objective is basically for high footfall. The third interesting part, how the brand has grown to such an extent, is the marketing and customer acquisition strategy. What they do, they go for zero traditional advertising costs. They don't have billboards, hoardings, advertising running in ATL, BTL. They basically go for zero traditional ad cost. Look at their way of penetrating to the market. They go for word of mouth marketing. So their customers go and do referencing to the other customers. They also go to the Instagram and other platforms, because it is J&G, and they promote their buying experience there. So it becomes a referral pyramid marketing for other customers. And they use UGC, which is user generated content, right? So the buyer himself or herself goes to the internet and promote their buying experience to other customers. And if you look at, basically customers go for impulse buying because price is very, very low. So when price is very, very low, so what happens? If a particular product is coming at 99, so what you will do? You are motivated to buy more and more. So you go for buying a particular 5-6 products, but when you come out of Zudio, you might be seeing people with multiple bags, might be 15-20 products because of the pricing. So when price is low, customer impulsive buying goes up. And do you remember generic competitive advantage of Michael Porter? A brand can become leader in the market through 3 strategies: product differentiation, cost leadership, and focus. And if you ask me, Zudio, I think this is a classic example where a brand uses all 3. They have a product differentiation, they are using their own private label brands, they have got cost leadership. I mean, what kind of cost you can expect from them? So 99 starts, 999 it goes. They have a fantastic pricing range for everybody. So this is cost leadership. And if you look at focus, they are investing on their own brand, private label brand, and see their operation through accessibility, affordability, and attractive. So it's a very interesting model, isn't it? So now what we will do is that now we will see what is the strength, weakness, and opportunity threat analysis for this particular brand, and we will see how competitors are giving challenges to them, and how Zudio can stay longer. Now question comes, like when you are targeting to Gen Z, don't you feel the brand should be available on online sales? So that question we will see, because you must be thinking that when all brands are going for omni-channel distribution, why this brand is not going when you are targeting Gen Z? So we'll see that. So shall I wipe it out? Take it out, right? Okay, fine. So now we will go for SWOT analysis. So if you look at strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat, what are the strengths of this particular brand? The biggest strength is it's a Tata brand. So Tata means what? Simple. Tata means trust. So this is their biggest strength. What is the second strength? I mean, there is no question in that. Pricing. The rule in the pricing department goes up to this. And you are saying, now the pricing is, they start from 59? 49. Oh, that's very interesting. 49. So low price. So everybody has access. So that's great. And if you look at the weakness, what is their weakness? The weakness is very simple. That is online presence. Because the target audience is Gen Z. So how long they can, manage with this? Let's see. Okay, till now they are managing wonderfully well. And what is the other one? The opposite of this one. So what is the, because the Indians are very prone. We operate in British mentality, still, we carry that East India mentality. What is the meaning? Normally customers say low price, low quality, high price, high quality, isn't it? So perception of customers for low quality, so this might be one of the reason. We all have experienced that the quality is fantastic, but you never know the low quality, what happened in case of Nano, wonderful product, fantastic positioning, but somehow or other the positioning gone wrong, and customers started thinking that it's a cheap car, and that's why the brand lost its flavor. So this might be one of the weakness for the brand. So company is very careful about this. What are the opportunity? The opportunity is they can go into plus size and sportswear. So this is one opportunity for the company, right? Plus size, very famous nowadays. Once upon a time, I mean, nobody was approaching this size, but now plus size is one of the fashion trends. Now, if you look at the opportunity, another opportunity is international store operations. Right? Just now, Sudhanjali and Aditya presented Forest Essentials. So the way Forest Essentials has gone abroad with ST Lauder collaboration, they might be thinking of going to international store operations. We'll have detailed discussion on this. What are the plus and minus side of going international? And they can easily go because Tata is a conglomerate and a multinational brand, so they can easily go. They have got their own networks. Now, what is the threat? Threat is intense competition, because now the category has grow up, and so that will be intense competition. And what are the intense competition? The intense competition is from its competitor Reliance. Reliance is a brand called U-Star. That is one of the brand you must be knowing. And what are the other brand? Obviously the old one, Max Fashions. So these guys are also giving tough competition to them. Particularly I've seen Max, the way they are giving competition to them, they have also price gaps like this. And next is rise of raw material cost. This is always there in a fashion industry. Okay. Design is not a weakness or threat for them, because design, what they do is that they basically follow the contemporary market design. They don't have a fashion designer who's designing for them, because they want to reduce the cost. They have got their own design, and they have got own internal R&D, research and design. Okay, so this is the strength, weakness, opportunity, threat of the brand. So what would you learn, out of this case? What is the learning out of this case? So how come Zudio becomes the famous brand? When everybody is going for, see, their target audience is Gen Z, isn't it?
Yes.
What they did, they have not gone to the urban areas. So they have gone to semi-urban, isn't it? And rural areas, which is, we basically say tier 2, tier 3 cities. We don't classify into fourth one, but I am taking it because that is where people are aspirational to grow more, right? The second one is when Gen Z is basically internet oriented, they have not gone to the hot mentality, they have gone to the store experience. Okay. So what it says, that not necessarily you can go and follow the marketing trend, you can also set your own trend, right? And third one is, obviously, India is a price sensitive market. Price can do a lot of interesting experiments in the market. So anybody who wants to start the business, price will hold the key, right? Because you have got two options, money for value and value for money. Either you go to the premium market, but premium market, if you're an entrepreneur, startup, if you're straight away going to the premium market, it will be very difficult because you don't have the financial resources. Big companies are there, big brands are there. Because either you have to have big financial resources, and second is you have to have a brand equity. If you don't have, then I think your stock will be closed very soon. So the best option is you go to the economical end of the section, because here the pyramid is bigger, so you have a bigger customer base, volume will come, and you can survive here because there are many players, and both organized and unorganized players are there. So this is where you can build a brand, especially in a country like, very price sensitive country like India, right? Now what is the fourth learning? Now you have to have reduce cost. Okay. So they have got their own R&D, they have got their own private label, everything is own. So they have got vertical integration and horizontal integration into place. So what happens, they are always focused on their own design, own product. So they are very, very focused. So the focused approach gives the growth and penetration in the market, right? And so this basically talks about, don't underestimate Indian markets, tier 2 and tier 3 cities, right? You can still be a big brand. They are $1 billion is not a joke in a span of very few years. Now, anything else? Any question from your side? That's all. So, if you want to conclude the whole story in one line, then what is this story? Price does matter in a highly price sensitive market like India, right? So if you have a good pricing strategy, cost of production is less, then you have a tremendous market in a country like India, right? So we will stop here. I mean, let's hope that Zudio will go ahead and grow into more multi, billion brand. Thanks.